We were in already. That was weird. All right. Hold on a quick sec. Jeez. You guys are fired. Boy, this little training got everybody fired up today, huh?
Yeah.
Man.
I've been in a bad mood all day.
All right. So let me talk about kind of like, what's happening. We're now moving on to muscles. And today we're gonna learn the sliding filament theory. We're gonna talk about how muscles move. And tomorrow we're really jumping into the whole thing about um, uh, what the muscle names are. Okay, so I wanted to have a practical application for not just like studying these muscles, but also why are we studying these? And so I wanted to incorporate some sort of exercise that we could do. Now, some of you care and some of you don't care about this stuff. I wish that I would have, when I was in high school, knew more about stuff in the weight room. Okay, unfortunately, in the 80s, the weight room at Blackford High School was strictly for the football team, and if you went in there, they would kill you. Okay, and so, which is unfortunate. I was a swimmer. Our swimmers' weight room, literally, I kid you not, we had two like Folgers coffee cans, like the old tin ones, right? Can you picture this? They're like this big, filled with concrete with a metal bar. Okay, but like two of those. So those were our weights. Like no joke, they were in the pool area at our school. Okay, so whatever. Okay, but I didn't start getting into this stuff until much later. Thanks to the internet and really thinking about like how do you exercise? And I come in one every Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, lift weights, and then Tuesday, Thursday, ride a bike, and it's good times, and I like it. And so it's fun for me. So what I wanted to do is I want you to pick a muscle, okay, but hold off for just a second. And you're going to know the origin, insertion, innervation of that muscle and the action. Okay, now let me tell you a little bit about the history of this project and how it's changed. When I first started doing this, we all went down to the gym and we all, like I said, everybody picked their muscle, and then we just kind of filmed people doing exercise. I'll show you a video tomorrow of what that looks like. Okay, but the first year we did, I'll never forget, kids, I had in my head, and maybe I didn't explain it well enough, is that it would look like an exercise video, okay, like something that you would like, like beach body kind of crap, And so the day we got down there, like nobody wore anything that you'd wear in the gym. I still remember Becca Rich, sorry, Becca, but she was doing calf raises, and she wore like this really nice outfit. She had like boots up to here. She had nice pants on. She had like one of those giant scarves that like covered like this much of her body, like one of those things. And nothing that you'd wear working out. So the next year I was like, okay, guys, please, too many people didn't wear, some workout clothes, wear workout clothes. Well, then that was the year that Neil Underwood and Jurgen Kreip both wore their outfits that they wore for men's volleyball during homecoming. Oh God, that was awkward. Okay, but funny, but awkward. You all know the men's volleyball outfits, right? Yes. I was like, dear God, I'm seeing too much. Anyway, so then the next year, I was like, okay, I'm just going to allow you guys. We're going to kind of divide up into groups. We're going to take a week. You're going to go down. You're going to kind of film stuff. The idea was like you had to memorize this stuff. Well, let's say it was a Tuesday like today. I'd go in the next morning and work out, and then I would see everybody's speeches written on the board. So I got ticked because the idea was you were supposed to be memorizing this, but you could see people reading it, whatever. Finally, what broke it was I had this girl from Whitco. Sorry, Whitco people in here, but this girl had been cheating completely all year long, and she came back after being gone the entire period with just two other people. Like literally, it should take like 5 minutes to film. I cut them some slack. So they came back and I said, okay, now just drop your video to me. And she's like, oh, must have deleted somehow. And I lost it because you all know, like, yes, stuff gets deleted. I understand, like you lose your items, but not literally like right after you film it. Because if you have one of these, which everyone at this time had an iPad, you have to delete to then delete. It's a purposeful thing. You can't just delete a movie that you just made 2 seconds ago, right? She just didn't do it. She was lying to me, and I went crazy. Okay, so So that's when it changed. Okay. So now I'm going to give you some options, and I want you to start thinking about this sort of thing. But you'll be up here. You'll tell me your muscle and the origin, insertion, and innervation as a speech. Okay. And then you'll show a YouTube video, and that YouTube video you can mute. Okay. And then you'll walk through the exercise. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can make your own video, and that's it. And this happens. Okay. So like I just show the video and you just stand there and you let yourself talk. Those are always kind of fun. Last year there were some good ones. I did have to tell some people that they can't swear on them. But anyway, you could get your friends to help you out. One year it was like the whole girls basketball team. That was kind of cool. But again, I will give you more instruction about what I want from that video. Okay, you can't just say, all right, we're all gonna do squats. Grab a dumbbell, up, down, up, down, up. There you go. There's your exercise. He's working glutes. That's not how it works. Okay, you're going to talk it through as if you're in a real video explaining these exercises. You all with me on this? Yo.
You could play the video.
You play the video, but not the origin, insertion, innervation. Okay, those you have to memorize. You have to tell me in person. All right, now, okay. The other thing, the reason why I didn't want you all just like writing. Okay, these are not your entire muscles that you're learning. Okay, these are the muscles typically you work out. Okay, some people are like Jace Judy earlier today. He had the hand for his. And typically, I tried to make people like get one that was around the area of their bone, but it doesn't always work. Like if you have the skull, the levator labii superioris obliqui nasi, nobody really works that out, right? Everybody's like doing this for the, I'm working on my frontalis, right? You know, that sort of thing. So that's why I just kind of give it free reign at this point. But Jace, he's like, man, I really do want the hand, and you can work the hand, okay? So he picked a muscle in the hand. He just researched it real quick, called the flexor pollicis longus, and he just wrote it at the bottom. So he wrote flexor pollicis longus, and then he wrote Jace Judy next to that. Okay, you don't have to do this today. This wasn't even my intention today, but my second period class, they were all like adamant. They were like, we want to get our muscle now. I was like, all right, cool. Okay, okay, there is not. Okay, so okay, all right. No, that's a great question. It's a great question. All right, is there a penis muscle? Okay, so all right. So okay, I hate this. Makes me feel so awkward. Okay, here we go. So if this was the member, right? Okay, right. This is the member. Okay, and then this is the body. Okay, y'all with me on that? Okay, there's no muscle in this. Okay, the muscle is actually inside. Okay, right, and that muscle is called the bulbospongiosus. Okay, so the actual but you don't really work that. Okay,
Well,
but you can.
you work it.
So okay, gosh.
Let me tell you.
Okay, remind me tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow because I've already had to record this 3 times today. So like I will explain more later,
Okay.
or at the end of class.
Okay.
Okay, so be cool. Don't delete other people's names. Go ahead and put your name in if you want to. This is not due today, but I'll give you a second to do this. There's all of them.
Wait, so do we have to do something around our muscle?
No, you mean your bone?
Well, could you tell me one that I would enjoy?
Sarah.
Yeah, like I want a good one. I don't
It's
say.
deleted my name.
What's that?
I really did.
Oh, you can have it.
I didn't even.
How about the gluteus maximus?
What's that? But
You put it there. I think
Okay.
you can have
That
it.
was
okay,
the.
what's nobody better take that or
Well, I
I'll.
love pecs are good. You know, you got your triceps brachii, your biceps brachii, your trapezius, your deltoid. This you've ruined this twice for me today.
So sorry. I
Those
just
are all like tell us where they're at. So we have like.
Okay, I can't tell you right now. That's because this is what my intentions were. But some people are like, boom.
What's that?
If you want to wait, you can wait. It's totally up to you.
Can you
Okay.
give me another good one? Yeah,
So like, okay, my muscle's right.
Okay.
Mr. B,
Yeah, I will. Yes.
my
Oh, you think like the.
muscle is right here.
Yeah.
So like, I'd be doing like.
There's a bunch of different stuff like that. We'll work on. Again, this is not my intention. Just a second. I wanted to throw this out there. You do not have to sign up. You can switch later. If you want to put your name down just to secure something, if you want to look something up real quick, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to do this, but again, this is not due today. You do not have to put your name down. Just second period was fired up. Yes. I love gastrocnemius. One of my favorite muscles of all time are the obliques because that's part of your core. Your core is, I'm going to teach you all how to activate your transversus abdominis, which will transform a lot of like your posture. Your,
how you flex your stomach.
Yeah.
how you flex your stomach. Yeah. Oh yeah. You squeeze it. Didn't we actually talk about this already? I felt like we had this conversation. What's that? I promise you, Jaslyn, before the end of this year, I will get you to activate your core. I'm excited about this. So the gracilis is growing in the groin area.
I like that one. I'm just joking, I'm not actually.
All right. Femoris, quadratus femoris, right? That's in your femur, right? Okay, that's in your actually the quadratus femoris is actually this little tiny guy. Yes. Yes. Lats. Google it. You'll see a picture of it. It's just a little quad is a four-sided muscle. It's a weird one. It's back on the trochanter, huh? It attaches to the hip.
So is it like what you call your hip flexor?
I don't know. Look that up and see if it's considered a hip flexor. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. All right. All right. Yes.
Wait, Mr. B, can you hear me?
So
So I can like look on YouTube.
you can look on YouTube and you can find a yeah. What's that? Yes, correct. Correct. All right. Okay, shut your Chromebooks because I want to move on. Oh, here's Hope finally. All right. Now listen up. This is always a super fun day for me because I like this. I like this stuff. And so I want to just take a minute to show you a few notes, and then we're going to do a little interactive thing that will hopefully seal the deal on how this stuff works. All right. So when we talk about muscles, I think the thing that instantly, goes off on people's minds are skeletal muscles, right? Okay, but there's more than that. There's more than just skeletal muscles. Remember your TOTS. Okay, there were two other types of muscles. What were the other two types? Cardiac and smooth, right? Well, let's talk about those. So definitely body movement. Those are skeletal muscles. My pecs. Try to get by. You'll get trapped and dealt with. Ridiculous, right? Do you get it though? You get it? Okay. This is a triceps brachii. This is a biceps brachii. This is the trapezius back here. This is the deltoid. So try to get by. You'll get trapped and dealt with because my muscles are so huge, right? Yeah, that's dumb. Okay. Think about posture. I mean, my mom, man, I still remember her saying, stand up, sit up straight, right? Quit slouching. Okay. Anybody else got moms like that in here? Okay. There we go. I see some heads shaking. Okay. So those are some pretty obvious ones, but ones that you don't think of are things like respiration. Okay. The lung is not a muscle, but dear God, how does the skeletal system, how does our muscles help you breathe? There's a big one that helps you. If you didn't have this muscle right now, you'd be in big trouble. Not your heart, that will, yeah, that you definitely would need that for sure. Okay, but helping you breathe. What helps you breathe? You music folks should know this because I know Mrs. Lehman is. Yes, your diaphragm, right? That diaphragm right now is contracting and relaxing, and that's helping you breathe. Also, if I take Chad's coat off here, okay, if I cut here and here, okay, what's in between these ribs? No, right here. I cut right down there. What's in between these? I literally cut right down here. What's in between this, each one of these ribs? What kind of tissue? I'm literally cutting these. Okay, think restaurant. Rib what? Rib meat. What do you think rib meat is? But what kind of meat? It's skeletal muscle, right? So you're literally, you've cut, if you've ever had ribs, and the second period, there was like half the class had never had ribs before. Okay, I could not believe it. Okay, I'm a pescatarian. You know, I eat fish, mostly vegetables, but man, even just talking about ribs sounds good. You know, ribs are, man, the kind that just fall off the bone, right? Ooh, some smoky, nice ribs. Okay, that helps you breathe. Okay, I eat fish. Okay, what happens when you get cold? What do? Shiver, right? That's skeletal muscles. I'm communicating right now. I'm communicating right now. What's helping me communicate? What muscles? My tongue. Okay, also all of these muscles in my neck and in my mouth. You guys know Becca Brun? She's married now. I can't remember her name. But Becca Brun is the speech pathologist at the elementary school. When she was a freshman at Ball State, she came in to my class. She was so pumped because we talked about muscles here. In one of her classes, she had to make a model of all the muscles that helped with phonation, with talking. Okay, now, what about this smooth muscle? Where do I have a smooth muscle in my body? My rectum, yes. Everyone always goes with the butt. Okay, now it's not like earlier today, someone said it's the butt. Well, the cheeks, right? That's skeletal muscle. That's your gluteus maximus. But the hole, go into the hole, then go up. I don't know why I'm using my finger. Okay, but go, that's the rectum. That's a smooth muscle. My esophagus, my stomach, my small and large intestines, okay, my appendix, okay, all of those things are a long tube. Those are all muscles. Right now, all of your muscles are either moving food or gas, okay, through them. Every single one of you in this room, okay. Of course, the last one is cardiac muscle, right? Where do I find cardiac muscle? Your heart, right? Right here, okay. I don't want to talk about that. We'll talk about it later. Okay. All right. Now, we know that the muscles contract. Duh. They shorten. When they're excitable, that means a nerve is telling it, okay, to move. If I come over and punch Jaslyn in the face, okay, that's because my brain told me to do that, not just because I got this weird tick and I punched her in the face, right? Okay. So it extends, right? Okay, and straight, like think about this. This is a flexion. This is an extension. This is a flexion. This is an extension. This is a hyperextension. This is a flexion. This is an extension. I'm extending my back. I'm hyperextending my back. Flexion. We could do that, right? And when they stretch, they come back to their original resting length. Okay, we know there are these three types. These three types. Remember our three tots. This looks like guitar strings. Okay. This one looks like large spindles. Can anyone remember what else the smooth looked like? Come on.
It looked like
that's
Dense connective tissue. Okay, cardiac tissue has those intercalated discs. I'm going to talk about this picture. Okay, now today I was a little disappointed, and after school, I hope, fingers crossed, things are going to work out for me, because I went to Dollar General to get something that I use every year for to explain this. Unfortunately, they didn't have enough of what I wanted, and what I wanted was Twizzlers. Now, not just any Twizzler. I want the pull and peel Twizzlers. Okay. All right. Now, do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. It's a big Twizzler, and then you can pull it apart. Okay. They're really nice. Now, listen. I need some. Do you have some? Where? You going to Walmart tonight? Who's going to Walmart tonight? Like literally? You promised me? You got Venmo? Okay. Can you get me some, and then I'll pay back? You promise? Okay. I need like okay. So right now I have I need like at least 4 packs.
Hey, Sarah.
4 packs. Okay.
Sarah.
Pull and peel.
for,
You can go back.
at, Dollar General?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll pay. Yeah. You okay? Yeah. You DM me later and like let me know how it goes. Okay, cool. All right. This is very exciting. I was like, how am I gonna get these? Because usually I go to Dollar General and it's like they're like everywhere.
Kind of going out of like stock.
Oh my gosh. Well, I thought usually I just every year at this time, and Halloween isn't usually a factor because nobody like opens the pack and gives one kid a Twizzler. You know what I mean? So like that'd be awesome. Thank you. Okay, now listen, stick with me here because there's going to be some participation. Oh my God, what do you have? Oh, I thought that was a Twizzler. It's your sweatshirt. I was like, well, oh, is it your ID? You literally freaked me out right now. I was like, what? Okay. All right, now watch with me. Okay, picture the one Twizzler and me peeling apart one of the things. Y'all with me on this? We'll do this tomorrow. Okay, this is one of the Twizzler pieces. This is another. This is the whole Twizzler. Okay, this is the pack of Twizzlers. Okay, but if Sarah gets me more than one pack, 4 packs, that's going to come in a Walmart sack. This is my Walmart's. This is my Walmart sack. This is my Twizzler package. This is my Twizzler. This is me pulling it apart. This is a Walmart sack. Now, if Sarah was super nice and she got me not 1 bag, but 2 bags of Walmart and 3 bags of Walmart and 4 bags of Walmart, and then put those in a trash bag, don't do this. Okay, that would be my muscle. Okay. All right. Are you all with me on this? Okay, I want you to visualize this. I pull my Twizzler apart. That's this thing. This is my Twizzler. This is my package of Twizzlers. This is my Walmart sack of more than one Twizzler package. This is a bunch of Walmart sacks together. Y'all with me on this? Okay, I need you to visualize. There are 2 functional pieces. Those are called myosin and actin. Okay, and before we start talking about muscles, okay, the parts of muscles, you really need to know where how these things work. Okay, so what we're going to do in class is we've got a wall over there, we've got a wall over here. Okay, we are going to like pretend, of course, but we're going to shrink these walls to make a muscle right down the middle. Okay, this wall is going to move this way, this wall is going to move this way, and boom, here's the gun show. Okay, this is called the sliding filament theory, and that's because these 2 pieces, the myosin and the actin and myosin, slide across each other, okay, bringing these walls together. Now let's watch a quick video, okay, and I will tell you that this video, I use it every year, and the reason I like it is because it's short and it does a pretty darn good job of explaining it in 2 minutes or so, okay, but I will tell you it was done by some college student, and there is something wrong. Okay, now here's my challenge for 7th period today. Okay, I won't tell you what's wrong. There's something wrong. Everything else is wonderful about this video. I just like the graphics. I like the way she explains it, but she just messes up one thing, and I can't believe her prof didn't correct her. Every single class today has figured it out. So the challenge is today, can you figure out? And many of you are like, what? We haven't even talked about this yet. How am I supposed to figure out what's wrong? Just pay attention and see if you can see what's off about this.
We move our bodies by contracting skeletal muscle. While the results of this action are plain to see, the mechanism behind the action is not. Contraction of skeletal muscle tissue occurs when actin and myosin myofilaments slide past one another, causing the sarcomere to shorten. It is important to note that the individual myofilaments do not change length themselves, but instead overlap each other to shorten the sarcomere. Moving in for a closer look, we can see the details of how this occurs. The molecules you see here are myosin, which at rest has both adenine diphosphate and phosphate molecules attached at the individual myosin heads, actin, tropomyosin, and troponin. When we decide to move, calcium is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. These molecules bind with the troponin molecules. This causes the tropomyosin molecules to move, revealing myosin attachment sites on the actin myofilaments. The single phosphate attached to the myosin heads gets released as the heads move to connect with the attachment sites on the actin. The resulting formation is called a cross bridge. The remaining adenine diphosphate molecule is then expended in what is called a power stroke when the myosin heads pull the actin inward. Once the adenine diphosphate attachment is spent, adenine triphosphate molecules attach themselves to the myosin heads. These molecules trigger the release of the myosin heads from the actin attachment sites and are immediately broken down into adenine diphosphate and a single phosphate as the heads move back into their resting position. This is called the recovery stroke. If calcium is still present, the cycle will repeat again, and the sarcomere will continue to shorten until the calcium ions are transported back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum and the muscle relaxes.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Anybody get it? Anybody catch what was off? It's a tough one.
Was it the calcium thing?
Nice guess. No, calcium it was good in this. Yo.
Did she need endoplasmic reticulum?
Oh,
Not cytoplasmic?
there is a cytoplasmic. Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah. Something else. You're close. Nobody? Okay, I'm gonna let you think on that, and then we'll come back to it in just a bit. What's that? She didn't put her in. All right. This side of the room, you're going to do something different than this side of the room. This is my dividing point. You guys on this side, you guys on this side. Matthew, Hope, I want you to do this at home, okay? I need everyone to get out some sort of writing utensil. You're going to hold it in your hand, okay? But this is important, okay? I don't care if it's a pencil, a pen, a pocket knife, a hypodermic needle, okay?
Why is it pocket knife for
I'm just
gardening?
kidding. I'm joking. Okay, I'm joking. All right. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, a lighter, your vape pen. All right, no, just kidding. Okay, now, okay, so what we're gonna do here, Maddie's like, all right, just kidding. Okay, so here we go. So what we got is, what we've got here is we're gonna look at the key players. Y'all with me on this? Okay, one of the key players is a claw. This claw is called myosin. Here's what it looks like in real life. The other one is a fist. That's called actin. Both of these are your Twizzlers, not the full Twizzler, the piece that you're pulling apart. Go with me on this? Okay, myosin is thick, actin is thin. You all on this side of the room are going to make a a claw with your right hand and a fist holding the pen with your left. That's this side of the room, claw, fist, pen. You all on this side of the room, you're going to make a claw with your left hand. You're going to make a fist with your right hand, and your pen will be on your right hand. Okay? But let's put our arms out like this because nobody wants to us pitting out. Okay? Y'all with me on this? Okay? Okay, everybody do this. Okay, you guys go on this side. Your claw is on your left. Okay, good. All right. Now, so we're going to do a little saying, okay? And we're going to look at our hands and we're going to say, just let me do this and I'll tell you, and then we'll all do it together. Hello, Mr. Myosin. You're looking very thick today. Then you can put as many C's in that as you want, right? Yeah, like C. All right. Over here, you could go, hello, Mr. Actin. You're looking very thin today. Then you're going to look at your pen. You're going to say, hello, troponin. Then you're going to say calcium. You're going to drop your pen. And then you're going to take your claw and grab your fist. You guys are going to do what's called a power stroke. I'm not making this stuff up. Power stroke this way. Okay, so you're going to say power stroke. You're going to stroke it this way. You guys are going to say power stroke. You're going to stroke it this way, right? Okay, y'all with me on this? Okay, so we're stroking it to make a giant muscle right here in the middle. Now, because my brain works this way, we're not just going to use our regular voices. We're going to use two voices, okay, to talk about this, okay? When we look at our hand and our fist, those are going to be our myofilaments. I want us to pretend that we're Billy Madison talking to the shampoo and the conditioner. Now, some of you in this room, and bless your hearts, have never seen Billy Madison. And let me just tell you, that literally, breaks my heart. Okay, so here's the clip. This is Adam Sandler in a tub talking to shampoo and conditioner. This is the voice I want us to use. Here we go.
Shampoo is better.
Shampoo is better.
Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really smooth. Really. Stop looking at me, Swan.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now, Troponen's kind of the bad guy, not really like the ultimate of evils. Okay, but instead of using the Billy Madison voice, when we look at Troponen, we're gonna say, hello, Troponen, as if Newman from Seinfeld was coming over. Now, if you've never seen this before, Newman's the postman, and anytime he enters the room, this is what people say.
No? Tell the world my story.
Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
All right, you got it? Okay. Now let's try it together. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're doing Adam Sandler when it comes to the myosin and the actin. Troponin is the Newman. Okay. I'm gonna say it, then you're gonna say it after me. Y'all with me on this? But look at the stuff. Pretending no one else is here but you. Here we go. Y'all ready? Hello, Mr. Morrison. You're looking very thick today. You're very good. Hello, Mr. Acton. You're looking very thin today. Hello, Troponin. Calcium. Power stroke. You stroked it the wrong way. You got to stroke it. You did too. You're stroking it this way. You're stroking it this way. Okay. All right. So let's try it again. Let's try it again. Here we go. Okay. You guys, Billy Madison's voices are pretty good. All right. You ready? Hello, Mr. Morrison. You're looking very thick today. Hello, Mr. Acton. You're looking very thick today. Hello, Troponin. Calcium. Power stroke. Oh, you all stroked it really nicely. All right, now, okay, here we go. Okay, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, now listen, we're gonna add one other thing to this. Okay, so technically we just made the muscle. Okay, but the muscle is in between two areas. That's a Z line. That's a Z line, and the whole thing is a sarcomere. Okay, so we're bringing these two walls together by doing this. Okay, so essentially, you guys on this side are bringing this wall in. You guys are on this side bringing this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off. I need somebody to count me off. Go 1, 2, ready, go. Who okay. I don't care who does it. Okay. Okay. All right. Somebody say 1, 2, ready, go.
1, 2, ready, go.
Then we'll go. Then all together we're gonna go Z line, Z line, Z line, Z line, Z line, Z line, sarcomere. And then when you do that, you're gonna pick that up. Sarcomere is SARCOMERE. Sarcomere. Okay, how about we just have one person say 1, 2, ready, go.
1, 2, ready, go.
Okay, I like you. Okay, here we go. Now everybody got to go. We're pointing this way first. So Z line, with 6 times. Y'all with me on this? Okay, do it. Z line, Z line, Z line, Z line, Z line, Z line, sarcomere. Now pick your pin up like that. There you go. Good job. Hello, Mr. Myerson.
Hello, Mr. Myerson.
You're looking very thick today. Hello, Mr. Acton. You're looking very thin today. Hello, Troponin. Calcium. Power stroke. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, now look. Eventually, what's going to happen is you're just going to go 1, 2, ready, go, and then we'll all do it together. You're not going to repeat after me. Y'all with me on this? Okay, so but we got to learn this stuff first. I will tell you one disclaimer. Okay, the troponin, okay, doesn't really get thrown away. It just moves out of the way. Like if I had like long sleeves on and I could like try to like slip this. So like essentially what you're doing is you're just moving this so this site can be exposed, right? So are you with me on this? We just need to get it out of the way, but there's no good way to do it. We'll just say troponin, calcium. Calcium does that. Then we're able to power stroke. Y'all with me on this? This is called the sliding filament theory. And that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening, guys. Okay, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. And thank you, Sarah. You're a lifesaver. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna tell. I want this guy and a couple of other people to think about it. I'll put the link up there. Hey, any questions? Matthew, you look like hold on a second.